Welcome back to Fort Mort. It is modding time. The series is back. Let's go, people. All right, we're going to start out with one of my favorite factions, although I need to put a little bit more work into them. Mother Talzin in particular, I don't have her mod exactly the way I want to, but I put priority into other mods. So there is a game changer here with Marin as well, so keep that in mind, guys. I'm going to show you with or without Marin. It really doesn't matter all that much. The only good thing is if you're going to be using a Talzin lead, which I love the most, Marin is a good addition, but it doesn't change the modding all that much, to be honest. So keep in mind, most of my videos are based off of newer newer accounts, people doing things to mid-range, 5-6 million at most. And then I also try to throw in the upper as well. So I'll say pre-relic, post-relic. All right, so with Marin coming out, keep in mind she does add protection back. It's not a whole lot. It's not worth putting the protection into your characters. You still want to stay super health based, so stick with it and you'll see why. During this video, I will show you I'll show you how to brain fire. I'll show you a visual, two visuals actually, one that I utilize and we'll read off, and then one that's a really neat visual that you can look at and base it off of that, but that'll be near the end. So that one's a lot easier on the eyes. All right, so going into that, we'll go ahead and get into Talzin and give you a few tips. I'm not going to read the kit all the way through, but reading into her basic, that's your job to do. But she's doing special damage, and that special damage is the key to this is everybody that's got plague, every time she uses her basic, they take damage under protection. So AKA, she's damaging their health underneath the protection. They can die with protection on. So keep in mind, 5 people on the field, if they've all got plague, you basic one character, all 5 take damage. This is great. If you don't know what I mean, the Night Sister event that comes out, practice that. All right, the middle ability, this is the one where you're going to spread it all. And this is where potency comes in big. Deal special damage to all 3 enemies. Inflict plague that ignores protection. And the units will lose 5% of health. And then we go down to here. Spirit Blade is another cool one. Specials. I'm going to keep it while I'm talking about this. All characters in the Night Sister lineup, if they use anything but a basic, a special, they use a special, they have a chance to land plague. So I'm big on potency all the way throughout the Night Sister squads. Keep that in mind. Special, land plague. Special, land plague. Basic, no. All right. The only basic that does any kind of plague is Mother Talzin's. When she hits the basic, damages everyone with plague. So spread it around. If you see someone without plague, you may want to consider, not saying always, but you may want to consider targeting the person without plague and target it with somebody that's got high potency, okay? Using a special. All right. Deal special damage. Basically, they go in all assist. If any enemies are defeated with this turn, all Night Sisters are revived and recover 100%. Now we're going to go into the Zetas. You got the leadership. Night Sister allies have plus 50% potency. This is why you don't have to add a whole lot. This includes, it says allies, but this also includes Talzin. I've tested this. Anytime it says not allies, it includes the leader as well. Plus 30 speed. When a Night Sister ally uses special ability, they inflict plague. I talked about this. When an enemy resists a detrimental effect, a Night Sister allies gain 5% turn meter. That's where you're going to see a couple of things in these guys' kit, these ladies' kits, that gives them turn meter as well. When a Night Sister ally uses a basic ability during their turn, a random defeated Night Sister ally is revived with 50% health. So what this is, with the Zeta, which is amazing, I highly recommend it, especially if you're going to use her lead, which is my favorite. If someone is down, if a Night Sister is down, every time somebody takes a turn, that person will come back. Let's say Daka's down. She'll come back, use her basic ability, and try to stun and do damage. So that's excess damage that's being done through this Zeta. This is a full team Zeta. That's why I love that one. And then Plague Bearer, another Zeta. Basically, when an enemy unit falls below half health, Talzin gains 35% turn meter. So this one's a little bit on the luxury side, but anytime you see level 8, that's going to be a Zeta. At the start of each turn, if they are plagued and Talzin is active, they inflict plague on another random enemy, which is amazing as well. So that's how you're spreading it. It cannot be evaded or resisted. Now, let's go into the mods. I'm going to give you guys the actually quick. We'll go into the mods first. All right. So my recommendation here is not what I have on her right now. Offense and crit chance. I do want offense and crit damage, but I haven't gone and remodded her. I've been gone for 7-8 months, so this account was being watched over. I need to make some changes. I thought I did her, but I did not. I did all the other Night Sisters. All right. So she's the only one that got skipped. We've got offense with speed, offense with offense, or crit damage. And you're going to see that on my visual. And then you've got offense here on the primary. This one's got protection. I do not want excess protection, but could not miss the 7.39% offense. That is one of the highest, probably top 80%, if not more, offense percentage. So I could not miss that, even though it doesn't have speed, but it's got health and offense. It's got tons of offense. The only way that could hit better, I could keep rolling it for more offense, but I don't know if that's worth it because we got the percentage, so I don't think it is. Matter of fact, I know it's not. And then offense and speed, you got offense percentage, offense, that's a good one. And then more offense here as well. So you're going to see that. Now, to go into the generic visual I told you about, there's a better visual later. But we're going to start out reading this. I just talked about that. So I recommend offense with potency. And the reason I want potency is because I want that plague to land. Right now, my girl is at 58.67%, which is probably enough. So we can actually switch to offense and health or something on that line. But another thing you can do is health and potency as well. But I want her landing. So for me personally, I want to be over 70% potency because that means I'm at 120% with her kit in her leadership, which means I'm going to go over some tenacity. So you figure if somebody's got tenacity at 50%, I've only got a 70% chance of landing it. So the higher, the better. All right. Your secondaries, I'm looking at offense, health, speed, potency, protection, defense, and anything else is fine. When they go into pre-relic, you're going to want flat offense. When you go post-relic, you're going to want offense percentage. Then, like I said, all the Night Sisters, we'll talk about it when we get to DACA, why you want health, and more health on your characters. So keep that in mind. And then when you get to the relic level, and you, like I said, on this triangle, I'm going to want a crit damage triangle. But I'm going to need my crit chance up. So that means I'm going to need to get my secondary. So what's the point if I've only got 35% crit chance? I want at least 50%. So at least half the time I'm critting and doing more damage, especially if I've got high offense. So get your offense as high as you can, then go into crit damage and crit chance. All right. Specifically into there. And you start talking about her mastery, her accuracy, which means she's not going to, well, they're not going to be able to dodge, but she's special damage. So it doesn't really do a whole lot with her. Crit avoidance, whatever, but her mastery also includes damage, which means she scales per relic level, which is amazing in general. So that's the last bit what I've got to say, guys. This is an amazing team. I'm glad to be back. Here is your modding visual. With this, you'll see the priority order from top to bottom. You'll also see what I recommend. I do my homework on these. I consult with some of the best players in the game. But everybody's going to have their own opinion too, so keep that in mind. But this will be a good starter for anybody who doesn't know what the heck they're doing. So I appreciate you. We are 1 battalion strong, 8 minutes long. Gotta go. DACA's next. Peace.
Shut up and sit down.
We can see my belly. Fix it.